Putting one down, Adolph now top of the wing over, looks to get it into Dixon, and he can't, so. Dixon puts one down, Churchill cutting through the lane, puts one up, and we'll get the end one, 16-9. Churchill, pretty good free throw shooter, and that one is off. He was 18 for 27 coming into the night, and his and one attempt is just off, so. And on the floor here is Weber, gets one right back down to Woodward, and again, Churchill gets up, gets the offensive possession back. Monomog right up top, dangerous shooter, got to play on-ball defense, and that's exactly what Trey Weber is doing so far. Falcons are going to be checking on Trent Weber. Dixon up top, has Woodward closely on him as Adolph puts one, a right-handed floater up the middle, and it's through. Keppel Adolph, 18-9 now. 4:47 left to go in the second.
You know, the Wildcats are playing a very patient offense. They're not looking for.
Putting one up, and that one is tipped away by Churchill. And Adolph trying to retain possession. Churchill will, and he falls through, and that will be Moundridge ball. Cox checks in for the Cats. 18-9. Riley County really battled through adversity early before settling in. And Knetz drives through, puts up a right-handed hook shot, and that one is in. It's Knetz for two. He's coming in here averaging 7 tonight. Weber up top, who's so versatile for the Falcons. They really like to run their offense through him. He's going to take a lot of opportunities just like this. Tries to get it. Great defense by Cox. Causes a Weber travel. 20-9 now. And similar to the girls' game is they are just taking control of the game early, starting to go on a big run. Cox right up top, puts a lob up for Churchill, and he will just in and out. As rare dunk miss from Churchill. That doesn't happen too often. Cutting through the lane now is Weber, and he puts one up, and he gets his own rebound, puts another one up, and he gets another rebound. So 3 straight offensive rebounds for the Falcons before it's tipped away by the Cats. Cox puts up a wonky left-handed jump shot. Great rebound by Dixon before he misses his finish, and that will remain white ball. Dixon 6'5" and pretty big.
Yeah, Riley County's got a lot of big physical players. They're going to look to crash the boards and just get physical in the paint. That's going to be their game plan.
And that lob to Churchill has been so successful all season that they come through, and Cox has one, fakes one, away goes another. Puts up a left-handed floater this time, and that one is good. Henry Ecogs having quite the game. And throwing that one off Churchill's foot is going to be number 4, Maddox Wheeler. Started some games for Riley County this season. Pretty quick catch and shoot guy. And Churchill, Wildcats are playing great on-ball defense. They aren't getting burned. And so far, Riley County has just kind of shot themselves in the foot, essentially. Not handling the ball well. very much. Baltimore closely got it. And again, Riley County kind of runs this man defense, but they're not afraid to switch out in their box formations as they're going to strip this one away. Needs to get some disciplined shots up again, and there's another just mistake from Riley County, just not flowing very well, not gelling together.
Yeah, on Riley County's side of the ball, they need to stop getting those silly mistakes. Those turnovers are going to cost them a lot of needed offensive possessions, and that's what's going to swing them this ball game if they can just get good looks. Another thing is they cannot get flustered. They start getting angry, they're going to mess up plays, they're going to miss shots that they need to make.
And a skip pass down to Churchill. He's going to wait for his guys to come back. As kind of like Joe said, got to take disciplined shots, and you got to be able to stop this Wildcat offense. They're so good at just taking control of the game and not looking back. Dixon here, tough matchup with Weber down low. Baltimore going to fire towards Weber, falls. Doesn't matter as Dixon puts one up. Tries to sell the charge, can't get it to go. Zach Dixon on the board with 2. As Adolph will check in, and they're going to call that a foul on Modelmog. That's his first, and anytime, you don't want him in foul trouble, that's for sure. That's 17 points a game you're talking about, so anytime he's in foul trouble, and almost 18.
Yeah, Modelmog is going to be a key player for Moundridge's offense.
As Harmonson's going to put up a 3-ball of his own, and he will get it to go, breaking a dry spout. And Riley County is right back to where they need to be, 24-12, and go on a nice run. Take advantage of Modelmog being out. It really just starts to go on a nice little run here in the winding down the minutes of this first half. Knetz dances through, battles around, finds down to Churchill. Churchill to Dixon. Dixon back out to Hecox. Hecox over to Adolph. Adolph back to him. He floats one up, tries to put one through, and tipped away by Knitz. Great steal, and it will go to the line for 2. Kaiser Knitz using that agility that he has.
Yeah, Knitz is one of those guys on the team that's going to hustle for every ball, crash those rebounds, and try and get his own putback. He's just the type of player you want on your side of the ball.
Knitz. As Kaiser goes 2 for 7 coming into the night, he's going to end up boosting that free throw percentage. It was such a struggle for him last year. He's been, although not shooting as many as he did last year, he really does in the lab a lot. And Knitz will airball that, so goes 1 for 2. Tipping this one away, Hecox throws down to Modelmog. Modelmog running with a whole head of steam as backhand dribbles down. Double teamed now, needs to get out of it, and we'll find Hecox. Hecox finds Churchill. Churchill tries a 3-ball, and that one's good. Churchill with his first made 3-ball of the season. Was 0 for 9 coming into the game and goes 1 for 10 on the season now. Breaking that dry spell, looking to get back where he needs to be. And flipping around down here is Hartenson, who had some big shots earlier. He puts that one up and does not get the bounce he wanted. Harmonson, 2 big threes already. 28-12, Moundridge on a nice little run of their own.
Yeah, you'd love to see that offensive possession from Churchill there, getting his first 3 of the season. That's going to be huge for him in the locker room.
Modelmog driving through, 9 seconds left here, 7 seconds. Modelmog puts up a late second shot, and that one's all cords. Bear Modelmog, 1 second left to go. He tips that one out. 31-12, going into the first half. What a half. Riley County physical, but they need to start taking more disciplined shots. Can we recap that first half, Joe?
Yes, what I've seen so far is in the first half is that Riley County, they've been taking some, undisciplined shots. They're getting rushed, and they're not cleaning the boards as much as Moundridge is, and I think that's a huge part of their game. They're getting a little flustered. They just need to calm down, run their offense, and stick to their plays, and they'll do fine on offense. But, yeah, we'll see you in the second half.
We'll be back for second half. And we welcome you back to Moundridge Sports Network here. Second half action, 31-12 so far. Moundridge kind of falling behind a little bit, but looking to get some kind of action going as Riley County needs to just grab a hold of the basketball. I think one of the biggest things is not picking up on loose balls is really what kills them.
Yeah, and we know Riley County is a strong physical team, and they're going to try and get in the paint and score off the glass, get those mid-range shots. And if the Wildcats can shut that down in the second half, they're not going to have an easy time scoring. Along with getting open three-point looks from Model Mod and Heatox will be another key option on offense.
And settling in here is Harmonson, and I think one of the biggest things Riley County can do is control the glass a lot more. As Moundridge has just out-rebounded them. And there's another thing, finishing inside is one of the biggest issues, for Moundridge. And Modomog is going to drive through and get called for a foul. Modomog goes to the line. Pretty detailed free throw shooter. Doesn't miss very often. As shooting 20 for 25 coming into the night, 80%. Gets that one through. But free throws are a big part of Coach Knitz's, philosophy. So anytime you can, make those, he's pretty impressed. So driving through the lane now, spinning through, looking up, shoots one up, and that end is good. So one of the biggest things too is once again not fouling, as that's how you fall behind, get in your rhythm.
Yeah, we're going to see both teams try to be dominant from the line. Free throws are going to be a key point in this game, but Wildcats with a 21-point lead. That's going to be pretty hard for Riley County to close, but we will see what happens.
Moundridge coming in at 9-0, and Riley County coming in at 2-6. So I think the best possible outcome, if you do lose first round, is get out of here with 2 wins at least, or get out of here with a win. And in a loaded tournament like this, you're battle tested, so they could easily make a big run here at Sub-State. He's driving in, puts one up as Harmonson, and that one is off, and that'll be Moundridge ball.
Wildcats will try and break the press here. We know Riley County puts that in when they're down or in an uncomfortable position.
Dixon now takes a power dribble, took one too many, and they will call that a jump ball. And escapes the travel call. Dixon got a pretty big rebound and put back, and he scored in the second quarter. Deep down, Modomog off the inside of the rim, and Harmonson pushing the ball down now. Second missed free throw of the game, three-pointer, of the game for Modomog. And gets that one inside. So nice inbound play right over Dixon, and he looks a little shocked there.
Riley County is still down 20 points, but that does not mean they're going to give easy buckets. They're still going to play hard, and they're going to try and come out and win this. And the Wildcats need to see that.
He cocks down to Modomog. Modomog thinks about it, steps through, puts one through, looks to get one, and he will get called for a travel. Modomog loves to step through traffic, loves to draw fouls that way as well. Harmonson finds Woodward, and another foul call on number 0. So, a lot of fouls being called. It's usually how it goes coming out of the break. We want to get back, and especially if you're Riley County, you want to close in on this lead. So you're going to be physical pretty much by any means possible. And as you can see with Hecox down here, they are just such a physical basketball team. And they're going to run their press, and there are a lot of football players too. So Emerson Turbyville, they don't shy away from on-ball defense whatsoever as Knitz cuts through. Throws up a lob up there, and just a missed opportunity there for Churchill. 20-point lead for Moundridge. Pretty solid cushion as way downtown, and that one rattles the rim.
You know, Wildcats, they have a couple press breaks. They do put those in practice, and I think that's going to be a reason they come out on top tonight.
And it seems like the Cats are never standing still. They're always moving around. So I think that's one of the biggest strengths that they have about their team is they're so well conditioned. And cutting through, Matamag wrestles that one away, and that will be Moundridge ball off the hands of Hopper.
Checking in for Riley County, number 20, Davis Carson, number 11, Brandon Woodard.
You know, the Wildcats, they know they don't need to rush an offense, so they're going to be patient and get a good look every single time and just increase the score more and more.
20-point cushion, so Moundridge kind of taking it slower. They didn't come out as hot as they did at the first part of the game. And I think Knitz's halftime message was just kind of slow down and play your game, because they fundamentally are a better basketball team than Riley County as Dixon gets that one to go. That's 4 points for Zach Dixon. So as I was saying, they are fundamentally, you know, a better basketball team than Riley County is. They've proven that, and I think Knitz's message was 100% just to relax out there as Dixon gets the board.
You know, Dixon is very comfortable at using his size in the paint on both sides of the ball, defense and offense, getting those rebounds and shaking his defender off for a little 2-point basket.
Matamag shakes and bakes at the top of the key, hands down to Knitz. Pump fakes and drives in, but comes back out. Hecox skip passes to Churchill, back to Matamag. Matamag's 3-ball rattles the rim. Dixon puts one back up off a rebound. Doesn't get it, but Hecox cleans up his miss and gets a putback of his own. That was a long miss there from Riley County. There's 3 minutes left to go in the third. And Churchill grabs the miss, puts one through, cuts through with Hecox, threads the needle and puts one in. Heath Churchill to Henry Hecox. 41-15, Moundridge taking control of this one.
A great pass from Churchill to Hecox to get that 2-point basket, force a timeout by Riley County. An amazing run from the Wildcats, bringing the score up almost a 30-point ball game. So far, the Wildcats just outplaying Riley County. You know, they're getting everything they want. Same story for the girls game. Moundridge just a force to be reckoned with, and they're just letting that be known across Kansas. See you back after the timeout. What the?
As we welcome you back after that break. So 41-15, Moundridge just taking full control. As Riley County is starting to put some of their subs in and get some of those guys some minutes. So Sam Allen, number 55, checks in, and Davis Carson, 6'2", junior off the line.
And I think that's something Riley County can get started, is trying to get those fouls, draw them out and get to the line and get hot. But then again, if they can't get their free throws to fall, then they're going to start falling behind even more and more.
As that one rattles the rim as Carson's shot is in. Skip pass down to Churchill. Churchill gets a screen from Schmidt as he puts one down and puts up a long contested layup using his long arms for that.
Churchill's a physical kid that can get to the paint on anybody.
Carson hands this down to Harmonson, who had 2 big three-pointers, and gets that one to go. So Riley County, anytime they can sort of like start moving that ball, they become pretty successful. And that's what they always try to do. But Moundridge just sped them up, and throwing a turnover there is just giving them some more momentum. Schmidt with some great defense, jumps up straight up. Great textbook defense from Leighton Schmidt. Schmidt power dribbles through, puts one up contestedly, and that one is all cords. Moundridge so far, they're just, they're coming through, they're playing their game.
And, that's great footwork from the post. Schmidt, he gets to the paint, gets that spin move, and he lays it up.
It's Carson's fadeaway jump shot, it's no good. Knitz is gonna pressure the floor. There's a lob pass up to Modemog. Modemog right back down to Knitz. Knitz right to Hecox. Oh, that one is no good. So ruins the little magic there. That was a pretty athletic play from Knitz though, rising up. And it does not matter for Riley County as Hecox is going to get that. And just so far, they should take control of the game, like Joe said. And again, another defensive rebound.
Riley County's just looking really flustered on offense. They can't get a good look. They haven't done a good look this whole third quarter.
And Schmidt, rough shot there. But Carson's going to get this one over Churchill. Churchill strips it away, goes straight up, and what a rejection from Churchill. We're going to get another one in back-to-back blocks for Heath Churchill.
Fantastic take by Modemog, get to that rim.
And Churchill puts up a nasty block. Sends that one almost to the crowd. And Churchill is big substitution for Riley County.
Churchill just running up his block counter this game about, I couldn't tell you how many he has right now.
Yeah, he has 4 blocks this game, and he looks to be on his well way to 5. And there's number 5, but they call it a foul. Back to 4. 49-18.
Number 10, Heath Churchill. That's his third. Weber at the line.
Weber, who is so vital for Riley County, has just been absolutely shut down as he airballs that free throw. So,
as I said earlier, if they cannot make their free throws, that's going to hurt them. If they get fouled, they need to get to the line and get hot. It's going to be one of their key points in scoring this second half.
and Weber again misses. So, their main option has been shut down, so not very successful night for Riley County, but what can you do? Arguably playing the best team in this tournament, as Churchill's going to rise to the occasion as Knitz almost makes a one-handed lob attempt, and that one is off. So 49-18, we'll be back in 1 minute after 3 quarters of play. We'll be back. So for like when we did
And we bring you to the fourth quarter. Wildcat ball.
he's keeping the starters in his knits. There's a lob up to Moundridge, stripped away by Riley County. Moundridge puts up a jumper, and that one's good. Breaking the 50-point line. Riley County is just getting blown out tonight as Weber trying to find something. Will tip over to Hopper. Hopper closely guarded by Dixon. Dixon does not matter as he gets a fadeaway jumper to cross over the 20.
And, that's what Riley County needs to keep up. Just make those shots. If that's in your range, just take it and make it.
Moundridge tipping over to Churchill, and one of the biggest strengths the Wildcats have is all 5 of their guys are more than capable of scoring, as you just saw. Dixon is going to put that one in. And the subs will come in. Graber, Durst, Den Hartog, Kane, and Adolph are in the game.
So Moundridge will bring in their subs now with a 33-point lead.
And Weber backing down Durst. Does not matter. Can't not score. And there's just a lid on the court. And trying to draw a foul there over Den Hartog is Turbeville. Running clock, so should be out of here pretty soon as Moundridge moves on. Both successful first nights here at the Trojan Classic. The first time Moundridge has ever been in the Trojan Classic, as they look to be on their way to a nice 1-0 start. As Weber closely guarding Den Hartog. Den Hartog to Durst. Durst back to Graber. Graber diving on the floor. Great hustle from Graber right over Hopper. And Adolph is going to come through with too much momentum and knock over Emerson Turbeville.
See, as we said before, there's 4:30 left on the clock, and it's going to be running for the rest of the fourth quarter due to Keisha rules. Riley County just got outplayed tonight, as they did an and one there. But as I was saying, Moundridge kind of played a better ball game. They sped him up, made him uncomfortable, dominated outside the perimeter. Heatox and Modomod made threes as expected, and Dixon cleaned the glass, and along with Schmidt doing the same thing. So yeah, Moundridge all around had a better game than Riley County tonight, and it shows with the 30-point deficit.
Durst on the wing gets this down to Den Hartog. He fights through, ripped away by Riley County, and trying to remain. So Riley County will fall to 2-7, and Moundridge will improve to 10-0. Graber with a foul called. Emerson's first is good.
Free throw from Riley County. So yeah, as you said earlier, Moundridge will advance second round of the tournament with 10-0 as their record. Amazing season so far for the Wildcats.
So Adolph gets a little bit of a foul and a little bit of a rough play there.
So yeah, not much left to talk about. 2 minutes left. Moundridge is kind of finishing out this game with their subs, and Riley County is looking for anything.
As Denartok puts a little wonky layup, fading away. That one's no good. Allen will go to the line for two. So a lot of free throws in this last couple minutes.
Fouls on Moundridge, number 20, Lane Durst. That's his first. Sam Allen at the line, shooting two.
That one is off, so that'll probably do it here as Moundridge is going to run their few little set plays they have. It's good to see the subs get in and get some varsity playing time as Kane has this one down to Adolph. Adolph tries a corner three ball and it's good. Keppel Adolph on the board with three.
And Adolph will get his highlight there, bringing the score back up to a 30-point deficit. And I think after that, the Wildcats will just hold the ball and round up the game. So that'll do it. About 30.
"20 seconds left, winding down. Thank you for tuning in. Moundridge is going to go and improve to 1-0 in the Trojan Classic for the first time ever. So pretty big stuff there. 31st annual Trojan Classic welcomes the Moundridge Wildcats. And they start out by going 1-0 on day one. Moundridge will play at 4:30 in the high school gym, Hillsborough High School on Friday, and the girls will play at 6 p.m. on Friday in the same spot. So we'll be back Friday for a little Trojan